Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to be learning about minor scales. Minor scales are a little bit different than the scales that we've worked on so far. They sound different and they have different notes. Let me give you an example. If I were to teach you C major scale, it would sound like this. That was the C major scale plus arpeggio. The C minor scales actually have three forms to them, and I am going to show you the C harmonic scale, which we're going to learn today, plus the arpeggio. Just as an example, I'll also play you a G minor. And an F minor. These scales definitely sound different, don't they? Some people say they sound a little sadder. Some of my students say they sound maybe Egyptian or like they're from another country. There's no wrong way to think about these scales, and I'm excited to teach them to you. So the reason I picked this scale is that it does not involve learning any new notes, no new fingerings. We have done all of these notes before. The only note we may not have done is high C, but we already know the fingering. It's the same as regular C. The only difference is we need to blow harder. So in order to get ready for this scale, let's do a couple C octaves and practice getting the high note out. Remember, when we go to a high note, you want to make your air higher. Pick a point across the room that you want to direct your air out, and we do that by pushing out your lower lip. Remember this exercise? That's been a while. And we're also going to blow harder. So we have higher, harder, and then also make the hole smaller. So let's try a couple C octaves. We'll go low, high, low, and we'll do that several times to kind of get your air moving and ready for the super high C. Here we go, C octave. Your thumb should be waving in the air. Remember, we're not resting on the flute. Pointer and pinky, and that's it. Here we go, low, high, low, several times. 1, 2, ready, deep breath. Very good. The first minor scale we'll learn is called C natural minor. There are 3 forms of minor scales for each letter name. Now I know it could be confusing when I write natural. It's actually not the same as a natural sign that we've talked about before. It has a different meaning entirely, and all it means is that's the base level of the scale before we start changing notes, which we will do in just a minute. So you will see that the C natural minor scale has E flat in it, it has B flat, and A flat. Now if you remember from the last lesson, we did the E flat major scale, which had the same flats, and those are called relative major and minor. You know, with your relatives you share some DNA, and scales also share material. So if C minor and E flat major share the same flats, they are called relative to each other. So this should feel very similar to the E flat scale that we did last time. Let's try the natural minor scale, and we'll go in whole notes. We'll give each one 4 beats. I'll let you rest at the top and then we'll come down. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and. Keep blowing. And catch your breath. Good job. We're going to come down now. Starting at the top, starting on high C, which means we blow very hard at the beginning, and then with each note as we go down, we blow less and less hard. Catch your breath. Starting on high C, we'll come down the natural minor scale. And 1, 2, ready, deep breath. Good job. The next one we'll try is called the C harmonic minor scale. And if you'll look, you'll see one difference. I have changed the B flat to B. So we are going to be jumping from A flat to regular B, or B natural, this simple. So I know it can get confusing. It's going to feel like you're skipping a note, but you're not. It's a larger interval, and it is correct. So try to trust yourself that you're doing it right. Again, starting on regular C, we're going to blow harder, 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 harder as we go up, and then softer as we go down. This time I'm not going to stop at the top. After we hit high C, keep your flute up, and we'll go back and head back down the scale. Fingers ready on C. This is the harmonic minor. Still whole notes. 1, 2, ready, go. Down. Very good. And the third minor scale that we'll do today is called the C melodic minor. Now what makes this one interesting is it has different notes on the way up and the way down. So you'll notice that on the way up, we have only one note that's flat. The A and the B are natural. So we only have one flat on the way up the scale. When we come down the scale, we go back up here and we play the natural minor backwards. It might make more sense when you play it. It's kind of confusing to explain in words. This is what it sounds like. So it sounds great. It just may be a little confusing as you're learning it. So again, be patient with yourself. I'm going to scooch down so you can see. So we are starting here. And again, when we hit the high C, we come up here and go back down the natural minor. And that's just the way melodic minor is, different on the way down than it is on the way up. And 1, 2, ready, go. Go up to the natural, come down. Very good. The last thing we'll do with the C minor scales is we will learn the arpeggios. I have starred them for you. It's still the first, third, fifth, and eighth notes. It's just that this time we'll have an E flat instead of a regular E. So it will be C, E flat, G, C. Those are the notes of the arpeggio. And we'll go very slowly, only the starred notes, and this is the arpeggio, up and down. And 1, 2, ready, go. as I've said before, you will get the most benefit from the class the more you practice in addition to these lessons. So if you're starting to move very quickly and you're becoming frustrated at the slow pace of the scales, please keep in mind I'm trying to consider everybody who might take this class. And if you think you would like to go faster, please go faster. Scales are on your own, that is. Scales are very, very important to learning how to play all kinds of music on every instrument. So once you've mastered whole notes, progress on your own to half notes, and then quarter notes, and then eighth notes, 16th notes. There is no limit to how fast you can play your scales. To give you an idea, when I'm practicing my scales and try to get warm up quickly, I might practice something like this. But I certainly couldn't do that after just taking a few flute classes. It took me years to be able to play that fast. But again, if you're feeling frustrated, please feel free. I encourage you to practice faster on your own, and please practice outside of these lessons as much as you are able to do. Thanks again for your hard work, and I will see you next time. Bye.